Hi, folks. Welcome back to another exciting edition of Rapid Reactions. I'm Stephen Lembaum.
I'm Jared Say.
And today we are here to talk about the mega blockbuster free agent deal signed by Manny Machado to the San Diego Padres. 10 years, $300 million. The biggest deal in North American sports history, free agent-wise. Jared, what's going on here? What's your take, buddy?
You know, I'm a little torn just because the one thing that has stuck with me about Machado is he's uber talented. Like, one of the
one of the 5-10 best players in the world.
Easily one of the most consistent players. He's got very few holes in his game,
and he's only 26.
Exactly. Yeah. So for me, it's the comment that he made in the postseason last year about
he does have attitude issues,
about him saying he's not a hustler, that he doesn't hustle. That's not He's not going to be Johnny Hustle, which for me as a professional athlete, for one, we all thought it was going to affect his stock. But obviously it didn't. So
well, it kind of did because it made it delayed. I mean, he was on free agency.
Yeah.
They're reporting spring training right now, and he's still.
But that's all. Signed. That's 50 other major free agents still out there.
It did not affect his money.
Exactly. So that's what it was. But I think what the Padres did is really great because they obviously they outweigh the rewards over the risk of his attitude because they have a really young team coming up.
They do. They have the #1 farm system in baseball.
Yes. And so it's like, okay, you paid this guy $300 million in his prime, which is great. You're going to get peak years from him.
You're going to probably get 5 to 10 years of really good play.
Exactly. It is a good deal. It really is for them. But it's just they got to be wary of, is this the guy to lead this franchise into a winning?
Well, he's the face
ways.
of the franchise now.
Exactly. Is he the leader that they need to bring up and get all these young guys into the leagues and be consistently a team that wins and produces playoff victories, stuff like that? So obviously they felt like he was the guy to do it, and so I like that a small market team that hasn't won at all in the last 20, 30 years really was able to make the signing. So it's good news. It is good news for baseball that a small market team like this was able to get
one of the big guys
and one of the biggest free agents in baseball history.
Yeah, and for me, for the Padres' perspective, right, it's a move I think they had to make. They're not going to get a chance at a guy like this any other way. And the fact is that they have all these prospects coming up, and now they have Fernando Tatis Jr., who is the number 2, 1, 3, depending on what service you're looking at, top 3 prospect in all baseball. You're putting him on the left side of the infield, whether it's third or short, with Machado for the next decade. That might be the best left side of the infield in all the game. Plus, they got another top 30 second base prospect. Plus, they just signed Eric Hosmer. While he didn't have a great year, still a solid first baseman.
But they've got pieces there. So
you're looking at an infield for 5 to 10 years now. Right. Could be one of the arguably the best in baseball.
And I think they've got 6 pitchers in their top 100.
Yeah. Plus they could still be in free agents like Dallas Keuchel or somebody to come in there and fill.
Exactly.
So I think for them, they had to make the move. They haven't been in the playoffs in 13 years.
Right.
They haven't had a winning season in the last 10. It's just they need to do something to get baseball, because San Diego is a very good baseball town. When they had Tony Gwynn in the 80s and 90s, the fans came out and they love that team.
And maybe they see that with Machado, because Machado's he seems like he's got fewer holes in his game. He's consistent. He's a healthy player.
Yeah,
he's a 290
as long as
hitter.
his head's on straight, he's one of the 10 best players in the world
easily. So yeah, I think it's definitely I think it definitely outweighs the risks.
I think it just accelerates their rebuild. It's just now they're like, okay, our guys are almost the majors anyways. They're top end prospects. It's time to get it going, and this is the piece you put around it, and now you have something to build there. And I think it's really good for baseball, keeping him out of New York or Boston, one of the big markets who don't need him.
But you keep him on still on the West Coast.
I mean, it's still took, again, he was a free agent longer than he was a LA Dodger this year.
Right.
So it still doesn't solve baseball's free agency issues that they've had the last few years. And remember, Bryce Harper's still out there, the real big fish in the market. And now I think it makes teams a lot more desperate that missed out on Machado. They got to go get him. You know, what's going on there?
Right. So you got like the Phillies and the White Sox who might be upping their bids now to get in.
Well, they have to, because they missed out on Machado.
Exactly. So we'll see what happens with Bryce Harper. You still got Craig Kimbrell out there.
Kimbrell's still out there. A couple other
Marwin Gonzalez.
Guys. Yeah.
Yep. You still got a lot of players. Yeah. So we'll see in the coming weeks as spring training unfolds and the regular season gets a little closer.
Yeah. I think we're a month away, right?
Yeah,
I think a little over a month away from baseball, folks.
Exactly. So we'll see what happens in free agency that way. Again, thanks for watching, guys. Follow us on One Network on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram. I'm Jared Say.
I'm Stephen Lembaum.
And thanks for watching, and we'll see you guys next week.